Okay. Now continue. But actually, I'm intrigued by this conversation.
Okay. But yeah. Okay. So we was in school, and this girl was like, we was talking about Christmas and Jews and stuff like that. So, and our Christmas was coming earlier because you work,
Right.
and okay, you work, and so I was like, my Christmas comes on Tuesday. Yes. She was like, why? Are you Jewish? So I thought, I was like, bruh,
Okay.
I was like, first of all, I say my Christmas comes on Tuesday. So how does that make sense? And Jewish is not just a religion; it's an ethnic. It's an
Ethnicity.
yeah, it's an ethnicity. So she was like, "No, Jewish is a religion." It's a,
It's a religion, but Judaism is a religion. But
yeah.
okay.
And what is it? Yeah, it's an ethnicity too. So she was like, "What is ethnicity?" I was like, I had to dumb it down. I was like, skin color. Skin color.
But even like you have people. Okay, here's the thing with this whole skin color thing, right? You have Caucasians that are from Africa. Why aren't they considered African American in this country? You see what I'm saying? They are from Africa and of African descent, but they are Caucasian, and here they're considered Caucasian and not African American. Now, my problem with that statement, that entire thing, this whole thing is, why can't we just be Americans? Why do we have to, America is dividing itself because of race. They can't blame anybody else for it but themselves. Because the first thing they ask you on certain applications and things like that is race, ethnic background. And you have to literally check white, black, Hispanic, and now it's going African American, Caucasian, Native American, Latino, Latina. You know, why is everything divided into race?
Because okay,
I'm waiting
we're
for
the
you.
first country that actually lets everybody who is not like, well, okay, we were the first country who, okay, I know, but I just don't like, okay, okay, you know how you go to Mexico, right? You have your okay. You have
They
your
just stop.
Caucasians. You have your Caucasians. You have your blacks in Mexico, but who's mainly there?
The
Mexicans.
Okay, I
In
understand.
Philippines, who is mainly there? The Philippines. In Japan, who is mainly there? The Japanese. In China, who is mainly there? China. The Chinese. Here,
But see, that's
it's
what I'm
not the
saying.
Native Americans who are mostly here. It's mostly the blacks, the whites. Then you have your Latinos and Mexicans. Your
And
Native
that's why
Americans.
there's so much.
It's because we have too many. We allowed a lot of groups to come in, and it's only because
No, we didn't allow these groups to come in. Just like the guy said, the pilgrims were thugs. Most of these other races, and I'm not being funny, were thugs. The Caucasians were thugs. I
Bonnie and
mean,
Clyde.
well,
let's be honest. If you look at America as what it is. Only thing that actually fits is Native American for Native America. Let's get it clear and let's get it straight. Native, not African American. I'm not an African American because when I researched my genealogy, none of my ancestors came from Africa. They were British.
True.
So because of my skin color, yeah, okay. One of my ancestors were, you know, they married someone of this color, but or had children, you know. Well, they married someone of this skin color, and that's how we progress. But that does not mean that I'm African American. Now, on another side of the family, that I have no idea who it is because, you know, people just drop Negroes and don't know who their baby daddies are these days. On that side, I have no idea. But what I'm saying from what I've researched and I know for myself, I'm not African anything.
See how like
Because I don't feel it's
Native Americans got here by the
they're the only ones that belong here.
Native Americans got here by when the polar ice caps melted and the sea levels dropped, and they walked across. They walked from North Russia.
Why am I in the left-hand lane?
They walked from North Russia all the way to America.
You could turn out in front of me.
No, not North Russia, North Asia all the way to America. And they lived here. Then the Caucasians, they came here by themselves. And then took over. And then the Africans got here.
It's as the time goes on and it changes in the earth. Like you can get, like now, the earth is getting further and further from some lands and closer and closer to others. You see what I'm saying? That's just, like, you never know what it's going to be like in the next 200-300 years. You understand what I'm saying?
It's knowing the greatest gift you can give.
I mean, but we're always going to be divided.
Time of your
But
life
we
together.
have
Thank you,
science.
man. Having Coke over for the holidays
have
means
science
celebrating the night before Christmas.
show what
And the
is
night before that, and the night before
But
that.
that's, you know, you can
It's
do
celebrating
science
the
and
new
you
year
can
with old
predict
friends.
it through science and everything all you want.
Resolving to make
But
any time of year the
elements
best time
and
of year.
climates and things like that are always subject to
This is nice,
change.
huh?
So because it's always subject to change,
Nothing warms the heart
just
like
because
a
it may
family,
look like
and nothing keeps
right
them
now,
refreshed
okay,
like
this
ice
is what
cold
the earth
Coke.
is going to
So
be
pick
like in
some
the
up
next
today
100
and
years.
give
We don't know
meaning
that
to
for a
holiday
fact.
cheers.
We don't know
Coca-Cola.
anything for a fact unless we are in that living in that time frame. Right now, we can look back our ancestors and people from hundreds and thousands of years ago could have said, well, this is what the earth is going to be like in 1,000 years. And that's not the case. You see what I'm saying?
1,000 years ago, they didn't have technology, and we
Right,
better
but
hope this is
I don't put all of my faith 100% in technology.
We better hope this is the same climate, because if this climate changes, we can't really have a climate change, because that means we'll go into another ice age, and all of the North Hemisphere will be
But do you
under
think they
ice.
might have expected that to happen during the ice age? No. That's what I'm saying. You have to expect the unexpected and be prepared for anything. Got anything to say about that, Jonathan? Huh? See, that's the thing. Like, I don't like. This is nothing about you, but I don't like people trying to play me. I'm not a dummy. I'm very intelligent. Just because we don't agree, we don't have to agree. But just know, learn your facts before you start talking. Do your research. There's too many ignorant people running around. I'm not African anything. You know, I just have I'm sorry, but I have a big problem with that. I have a big problem with placing everybody into the same racial category. Why the hell we have to be divided by races? Oh, because you are a dark skin color, you're black, so you're going to be thrown in the African American category. Or, you know, and then if I act myself, it's why you got to act white. Why can't I just be being myself? You understand what I'm saying? It's just, we have divided our own selves. And
We always divide ourselves.
And that's
We was
the
always
thing.
divided in social classes from the beginning. We was divided
Right.
in social
But
classes.
see, here's the problem with that. You know, preachers talk about God uniting, God uniting, God uniting, but they don't want to unite. This is why I have a big problem with organized religion. Organized religion seems to have it's clinging to its own beliefs, and not the belief that everybody is important. Everybody, God loves everybody. You know, that's my problem with organized religion.
Yeah.
I know.
Is this conversation still going?
No. We're almost there.
Well, stuff got real.
I mean, it just don't make any sense. I mean, you know, we dividing our own selves. That's why I love God. I love God, and I know God loves everybody as a whole.
Unconditionally.
And for us to keep talking about, oh, we gotta rally against the man, rally against the man, rally against the man. These are people who have done nothing to you, but you're fighting them because of the color of their skin. I'm sorry. I went in that. I had to go in that room because you're saying that we need to educate, and we need to educate our kids. We need to educate our children and stop sending them out there just blind to the world and ignorant. We send them out there blind, and then they go out there and they start causing a ruckus and doing everything under the sun of other people. That's not right, and I don't think that's right. That's what's been going on for hundreds of thousands of years now. Is the fact that we're not teaching our children to love everybody in spite of their flaws. We teaching them, oh, because if they look different than you do this to them and you do that to them. If they believe different than you do this to them and you do that to them. No, we're only holding our own selves captives, and I don't think that's right. I think it's time for us to free ourselves, and the only way we're gonna be able to free ourselves is if we just learn to accept everybody for who and what they are, regardless of their ethnicity or nationality or anything. But make sure we are educating them. Don't turn them loose out there into society and say, here, have at it. Charity begins at home and spreads abroad. Yes, but if you don't get the knowledge in your daggone home, you better go and do your research and find out before you just go out here on a whim and start doing anything and everything under the sun.
I don't understand none of this technology. Not technology, but this talk that y'all talking about.
But you understand?
But I understand what you're saying and stuff like that.
Well, you can cut that camera off.
Well,
thank you.
Stuff got real.